You ever feel like growing up you was one of the only people? I feel like I was one of the first people in a successful relationship. I was one of the first people with a gun, the first people to show people, at the end of the day, uh, how to get some money other than working a job. I remember sitting on the couch telling one of my homeboys the streets will never change, throwing some money on the floor. And I remember when he seen the amount of money it was, I think it changed his approach. And when I started becoming more enthralled in the music, and trying to go to a certain place, I feel like I lost more friends than I gained. People I grew up with that I was deaf, that called me, never had a gun. People, threatening them that they pulled a gun on them. I was the first one there. It's no badge of honor in getting shot. Fights I've been in because other people called me. In one instance, where I get a phone call from a person where one of my friends had been shot. Two mass assailants wound up breaking into an apartment, and basically from there, shooting the other two victims. One of them steps over my homeboy. He asked me if he got hit. He said no. He wipes himself and leaves him on the ground. Um, from there, I get wind of the situation. I come back in town, and I go down to UF, round up, my people, and we go down to UF. I'm taking it pretty serious because one of my childhood friends that I grew up with, been out with, after those type of moments or before those type of moments. I remember being out, we going city to city partying. And I remember we was in Orlando at the club, and I got everybody in the club. Shout out to the Orlando Police Department. One of the motorcycle cops down there always, just showed me love from a friend that I met. Walked me right in the club, so we, showed them what time it was we went in there. So the type of people that we was around and that we was with, I don't know, some chicks was around or some weird, and some weird dudes came around and was saying something to the chicks. My man just, he dropped them right then on our way to Miami. Because at one point, that's how you rolling when you young like that. There ain't no talking, you know. But I remember the dude asking me or telling me, I said, what happened? Well, why did he, why is my homeboy in the hospital shot? Like, and one of the dudes that was at the hospital looked at me and says, all right, I'm gonna tell you exactly how it happened. And I feel like a lot of times people gravitate to us for the wrong reasons and take a hold of selling drugs, take a hold of running around with guns, taking a hold to the wrong type of message when it comes to left out to dry with the type of people that you call and tell you to call them, and they never answer the phone or never went the extra mile for you because of your skin color. So whether you white, black, Italian, or whatever, I don't know why some of y'all are so seem like hell bent on being something that you're not. But some of y'all need to take your hands and look at them, and and basically at the end of the day, turn your hands over from the white side and look at the other side of your hand. And once the dude told me that, he gonna tell me how it went down, and the dude was asking, if he knew somebody they could rob, and they was tired of my homeboy flashing that drug money and stuff in their face. They kicked the door in, he ain't take nothing. So when I hear all these things, man, it kind of made me mad, you know what I'm saying? Because I never want to go back to one of my homeboys' mom had to tell them, at the end of the day that, this happened and that happened, and, you ain't try to do something for that person. So right when they told me, you know what I'm saying, what they did, I just started beating the dude up in the house. Not to knock him out. and I know they heard that commotion. I ain't make it in the room to see him. You know, as soon as he heard me, we got down in the hallway, man. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as he said, I just as soon as he said he the one, I punched. You know what I mean? I hit him dead in his jaw.